Hello and welcome back to more Skyrim. I have a level up saved right now, so I can't really show my stats, but I have been working on the smithing. You can see the results of that over here. There's a lot of silver jewelry and gold. Mostly I like to do silver first, because if you embed the gem on the silver, then it gives a lot more EXP per iron ore that you transmute. So might as well make use of the gems, right? That's what I did. I did silver jewelry, then gold jewelry, which I don't think there is any, and then I did gold rings for the rest. And that brought our smithing level up pretty high. What we're going to do first is we're just going to get rid of all of this. Well, not get rid of it, but you know what I mean. We're also going to take out 2 ingots for improvements. Something else I did is I reconfigured the garden a bit. Over here, there's 3 slots for the potion of anti-dragon that I was talking about earlier, and this one's a glowing mushroom for eventual smithing. I think blister wort is easier to come by than glowing mushroom, because you can just go in Whiterun potion shop, whereas glowing mushroom you had to make a run to Bleak Falls for it. Anyways, what I also did is I picked up the Forge Master's Fingers. That was sort of my first fight that had a strong enemy. The quest actually sent me over here in this fort near Windhelm. This one was full of mages, and the last one had a lot of health for a mage for some reason. But whatever, we spam potion at them. We're gonna be able to show that the combat demonstration on video pretty soon. So first of all, Forge Master's Fingers. We're gonna do some weapon improvements. Fortify Smithing Potion. The best I can do right now is 40%, so we're going to take one. Our armor improvements are not going to be that significant, but the most significant one is our weapon upgrades, since that's a perkable one. I did pick up steel smithing, so I'm able to double upgrade that. Dagger went from 10 to 22, and sword went from 16 to 28. So that's not really a double damage on the sword. I don't know why the dagger went up higher. I think it's because it's a linear increase, and the sword started up with a higher number, but whatever. I'm not salty about the improvements. So we're going to store the rest of the shit that we don't need. Collected a lot of pelts over here. Soul gems, whatever. Yeah, so that's what I've been up to recently. I'm not going to use Forge Master's Fingers right now, even though it's fair because it's still the same model. But I just don't feel like it right now. As for combat demonstration, we have our very suitable target over there. It's a giant. He's been standing right beside my house, terrorizing the chicken and cow that could potentially be there, making threatening gestures and not giving us grand soul gems, delaying the Dawnstar house quest until level 22. The list of bullshit goes on, but we're gonna have a demonstration of our new battle sort of strategy right now. First, what we're going to do is we're going to poison the sword. We're going to go in with a quick attack that's going to hit him before he can finish using his attack to one-hit us. And then we're going to use haste, and we're going to pay him a beating. So that's what we're going to do. Ready, go! You can see our attack speed is really high with this shout. I was actually surprised the first time I used it. And one more! I have to shout some Dissidia quote every time I use that shout. It's been a long time since I played Dissidia. And with that out of the way, the first thing we're going to do, and the only thing we're going to do in this video, is we're going to continue with the main quest line. This is actually the first dragon battle that we're going to take a major part in. It's going to be Trailerkiin. Sort of reminds me of Monster Hunter and how long we put this shit off, because the first Monster Hunter doesn't send you against the first Wyvern until the end of 3-star quests out of, I think, 5 stars, and they're technically 6 stars in the offline mode, but those are like secret 5-star quests, but whatever. We're not here to talk about Monster Hunter. But yeah, this is going to be our first dragon battle, which is why I made the anti-dragon potions. The potency on those is 30% fire and frost resist, which covers all magic attacks from dragons. This stacked with our 40% magic resist from MaraQuest and Lordstone actually makes magic resist our highest defense, because it has a base 40 plus a stackable, like not additively stackable. Elemental resist and magic resist has a weird stacking. but it is over 40%, whereas our physical defense is probably 100 out of a max 567. So that's about 20% resist. So I think we're actually tankier against magic.
I hope so. I just handed you the horn of Jurgen Windcaller. Does it? I didn't go. I am not your enemy. Like I said, I'm part of a... If you really are Dragonborn, that is. Before I tell you any more, we remember you're the only... Can you do it? Can you? Good. And you'll have a chance to prove it to me soon enough. Dragons aren't just... They weren't gone. Now something's happening to bring them back to life. I know. And I figured out we're going to go there. And you're going to kill that Kynes Grove. There's an ancient dragon burial near there. I need to get into my traveling gear. Give me a minute and I'll be ready.
So I don't actually anticipate too much difficulty with this. Dragons are immune to paralysis, so we won't be spamming that against it. All we can hope right now is that the dragon is cooperative and doesn't stay in the air forever. We do have Delphine to sort of chip away at its health as it's up in the air, but if it's cooperative and lands, then that'll make our lives a lot easier. That's also one of the reasons why I'm rushing the main storyline, because it does unlock Dragon Rend. The other one being that there isn't really a reason to not do the main storyline. There's not really much content elsewhere that you would want to do. I don't know why she's following us. Start a dialogue? No? Whatever.
No, you don't want to go up there.
Well, you're late.
It's attack. It flew over. I don't know what it's doing up there, but I'm not waiting around to find out.
Well, yeah, that's one of the major downsides of pure melee builds. You can't inflict any damage to dragons before you get Dragon Rend. Like, if you just get bad RNG and it just stays up there forever, that one's Alduin. You don't actually get to fight him until way later. So yeah, all I'm hoping is that this dragon will be cooperative. Salakanir. I'm not going to interrupt his revival animation. I can sort of get in a few cheap shots there, but I'm not going to do that because I think bad shit might happen if we interrupt his animation.
You do not even know our tongue, do you? Such arrogance, to dare take for yourself the name of Nova.
I think I can forgive myself for not understanding that, even though I play for hundreds of hours. I'm pretty sure there are lore keens out there who knows this stuff, but I'm not a lore keen. I'm a mechanics keen. As you probably sort of know already. Okay, we're gonna pot up. That was our anti-dragon potion. We're gonna shout. Just have to watch our health. Oh, we forgot to refresh Talos. That's why it's... No, not that wore off. Oh. There we go. That went smoother than expected. I managed to kill him in one landing sequence. That's actually not expected. I thought he would take off again. But we forgot to refresh our Talos shrine, which is why the cooldown was so long. I'd just like to make a note that if you do run the Talos Amulet and Talos Shrine, you'll be shaving 12 seconds off of a 15-second cooldown, with only 3 seconds of downtime between your shouts. This sort of shows that the best damage output in the game is dual-wielding Elemental Fury with no enchants. And with that, I will cut the video. The next time we load in, it'll probably be in the Thalmor Embassy after we recover our gear, because from this point on to the next, it's just a bunch of dialogue.